We'll start from scratch with a new canvas, and I'll put in a circular selection. I'll make sure it's circular. Put the enter key like that. And in Gimp 2.10 it's not quite so important that the circle's symmetrical on the canvas. Gimp 2.10 works in a slightly different way, and I can determine the center a little bit later on. So first of all, go to select, put it to a path, so I can turn the selection off, and in the paths dialog, turn it on, make it visible. Looks like that. Now I'm going to use the rotate tool just to determine the center of that circle, and we're going to be using this tool a lot later on, so we're going to make sure that it's in the correct mode, which is path mode. Just click on the path. We get the bounding box and the center. Now I can very easily click and drag a guide down to the center mark, and the same that way, and that'll give me a guide, center lines. Don't need that, I can kill that one. Don't need to rotate anything at the moment. And now we'll put in some text. And a right click will bring up a menu. Text along path. It's upside down. How do we correct that? Well, Control Z, your friend, will back off, and we'll go into the flip tool, that one. And with all these tools you need to be in the correct mode for the path, which is that one. And I need to be, for this one, horizontal. So I'll just do one click only, just single click. 2 clicks would put it back to where it was originally. Again, I can go and put to a text along path, and we get it in. And this is a slight difference in Gimp 2.10. I'm on that correct path. I can rotate the tool. It's already in path mode. I can click in it, and we get a bounding box with a center mark. I need to drag that out to the circle center line. Now I can rotate it like that. Just a tip, if that's ever in the way, you can detach it with that little arrow like that. So that's the first text. We'll go and put in some more text to see what happens. And I'll put some more text in. Again, we'll put our text in. We go and put it along path. And we get that. Jumble. Why is that? I was on the wrong path. I wasn't on the circle path. So, make sure I'm on the circle path. Again, text along path. Now we get it along the circle. Turn that text off. And again, I can click on there. Just make sure I'm on the correct path. Yep. Second text. I can click there, drag that out, and rotate it. Like that. Third text. And if I do the same procedure, text along path, we get it there. But what if I want it down at the bottom, reading left to right? So we'll back off, Control Z. I'm on that circular selection. I'm going to use the flip tool. This time, instead of horizontal, I'm making sure I'm in vertical. One click only. Don't see anything happening. This time, back in the text tool, right click, I'll get it correct. Get it down there, drag the rotate point out. This time we've got the text reading left to right, and of course with any of these paths I can put them to a selection. And on that one, that's a selection, and I can fill them to make them a graphic.